Are Illinois and UConn set to do battle on Black Friday at Madison Square Garden? We're going to talk a little bit about the excitement building around that matchup and why Luke Altmyer came back to Illinois and spurned the SEC. We're going to talk about all that and more right after this. What's going on, Illini? Welcome to another episode of Fighting Illini Central. My name is Hayes. Most importantly, you guys can follow me at CEO Hayes. And let's go ahead and jump into it. So, UConn Huskies and Illinois Fighting Illini are finalizing a deal to play on Black Friday at Madison Square Garden, of course, in New York. That sets the stage, right? UConn versus Illinois. And it's already gotten crazy on social media just by the talk about this. This was released by CBS Sports. And Dan Hurley's team is set now to do battle with the Fighting Illini, and this is this is gonna be an interesting matchup when it comes down to it, man. When you look at it, and when the last time these teams faced off against each other, it did not go Illinois' way, right? Like, and that's the thing when it comes down to that. But overall, you're gonna have to look at this and as a big matchup. I think for both teams, both fan bases are really looking forward to it. They killed us in the last game, 77-52. Donovan Clingan had an amazing game in that with 22 points, 10 rebounds in that game with 5 blocks and 3 steals. It was an amazing game. Marcus Domas, he had 17 points in that game, but the Fighting Illini ended up only shooting 25.4% from the floor in that game. It's a reason why the UConn Huskies fan base has a lot of reasons to talk shit, frankly, about that matchup when it came down to it. And like I said, it's already kind of started when it goes into it. But now having them on the schedule, right, that's already going to make a tough schedule for the Huskies, who already have the BYU the BYU Cougars, the Arizona Wildcats, the Texas Longhorns on that, and the Florida Gators already on that schedule. That's going to be a tough schedule for them. But when you look at the Fighting Illini, we only have a couple of out of conference games, big ones against Alabama and Missouri. So of course that's going to help out there as far as the strength of schedule when it comes down to it. But these two fan bases, like I said, they're already at each other's neck, and nothing even happened yet. The social media reaction has been downright crazy to this game. But you welcome big matchups, and I think you welcome, especially you want a chance to revenge yourself. And why a lot of the people that were still on those teams when that game happened are gone now. They're gone into the NBA or not playing for those teams anymore. The fan bases remember it, and we're still tied into that. And it's going to be something that definitely goes into that matchup. And it's, like I said, it's already going to be a tough one when it comes down to it. This one saying Illinois would just get blown out of the water in MSG like they did against Duke this year. Like, come on, what are we doing, right? Like. Is this what this is what's fun about college sports is the history, right? And the fact that the fan bases remember big games like that. And of course, it's going to give them a little bit of a lane to frankly talk some shit when it comes down to it. So, Illinois, the Fighting Illini are going to really have to show their muscle in this game. They're going to have to come in. They're going to have to execute when it comes down to it. And you look at it, both teams had disappointing ends to their season last year, and there's no way around that when it comes down to it. The Huskies went 24-11 in the 2024-25 season, but got put out the second round. The Fighting Illini last year, we went 22-13, and we also ended in the second round disappointingly, right? So these are both teams that have had their ups and downs in the last couple of years, and they're looking to come back now in this season and maybe prove some things wrong. And we'll see how they can do. The Fighting Illini, to me, they are shaped up to have a really good season this year. It's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination, and they're not going to be favored in a lot of games. But we've built a tough team here, and that's the thing that I really do welcome when it comes down to it. Of course, with Underwood getting his contract extension and things like that, you have Jokic gone, Will Riley gone. They're set to be first round picks in this one, so of course you have new things coming above with that one. I think that's really good, but we'll see overall what happens with this one, man. You got Peja Stojakovic's son. He's coming into Illinois now, transferring over. I can't wait to see what that one looks like, right? Like the Illini are going to have really solid players, and I think we're going to be another tough team coming up in this one, right? And getting that commitment for Brad Underwood to get that commitment from Stojakovic, is really good there. You look at him; he started off with Stanford in 2023-24, and he became a star there with the Golden Bears last year. His sophomore year, he had 17.9 points, 4.7 rebounds. Of course, he's the son of Peja Stojakovic, as we already said, and that's going to be a fun to have him on this team, right? He's going to instantly come and be one of Illinois' best players. And, he said this, they believe I'm the missing piece to a national championship team. Well, now you're going to have that stage set on Madison Square Garden. You're going to get to show what you are, and can you be that missing piece for the Fighting Illini, because we're going to need that, right? So we'll see. Overall, I love this. I love the discourse that it's starting with it, and allow the UConn Husky fans to have their shit. But best believe, as the season goes on and those matchups coming, we're going to be covering it right here every day on Fighting Illini Central. So make sure you guys stay in tune with us for that one. Love this. Love the storylines around it. Love the discourse. Let's have some fun with it, man. But, if you come here being disrespectful, I will flame your ass. But with that said, I want to talk about Luke Altmyer and him talking about why he did not go to the SEC, which was, kind of thought that could be a possibility there back when, the Volunteers lost their quarterback to NIL dispute, which was, crazy to watch when it came down to it. And when you look at Altmyer and the fact that he started in the SEC at Ole Miss before he transferred to Illinois, and now he's gone on to have some really good seasons here, right? You look at that he led Illinois to their first 10-win season since 2001, right? And that's really good to see that. We already know that the football head coach got a long-time contract extension, but Altmyer got interviewed where he said this: there are opportunities for me to venture onward to the next level, but also to be able to play in another program. That's just the reality. The NCAA and college football world we live in. Being from Mississippi and SEC country, it's desirable to play in that conference in front of people I know and in stadiums I've been in before and grew up watching and loving. It was certainly an attraction and a real thing. It was a difficult decision, but I know what's important. I know what is being created here and trust unity and connection I have amongst my teammates, this community, and my coaches. The success is waiting for me here. I'd be foolish to pick up and start over and take a risk when I have a lot of trust that's been earned and built. I love hearing that. If that doesn't fill you with a little bit of Illini pride, I don't know what the hell is going to be, right? You look at Illinois in Altmyer's first season here, we went 5-7 in 2023. But then in 2024, that turnaround, 10-3 in that season. And it was one of the biggest turnarounds in college football last year. And you got to love that when it comes down to it. And they have now a chance to make history this year. And Altmyer does not want to, he doesn't want to pass up that chance. You have a chance to be part of Illini history in what the season and what they could accomplish in this upcoming year. And let's hope that they do that. Let's hope that they go out there and put it all out there on the field, because I tell you what, when Illini football is good, man, it's better for everyone. It's better all around. So Altmyer is going to have a big season here. And I think that Illinois' football season is shaped up to be really good. We're shaped up to be in a good place in basketball as well. And no, that's not the only reason I started this show. For those that have been around those, I've been thinking about starting the show for a long time, right? But it's just good. It's exciting to have. And so now we get to see how those things are going to continue to develop for these teams. And this is a really good place to be in with Illini sports and Illinois sports overall. And you also look at the fact that we already got one of the coveted prospects coming in. That's a two-sport athlete that's from Chicago as well, right? And Nazir Rankin, who's coming in 2026. So you already have that a little forward to look forward to, which should be very fun when it comes down to that one, man. Choosing to come here and play in Illinois, and he chose that over USC, North Carolina, Nebraska, right? And he wants to come in and play for Illinois. I think that's great, right? Him saying this: my dream as a kid was to play basketball and football in college. Everyone told me I couldn't do it, and everyone told me it's hard. The basketball staff offered me, this is my opportunity to chase my dream. I see what he did to programs in the past. This one asking about, the coaching staff. For example, Wisconsin, he was able to change that program around. He and J.J. Watt and Russell Wilson. I believe in him as a coach. There's a whole lot of trust baked in with me and my family. He always kept it real with me. It seems it's been progressing Illinois every year since Coach B's been up there. I see the type of class they have right now, only adding me and trying to get a few others That's what matters most to me. I can see it's progressing to be one of the best programs. Now, he is a 4-star football recruit, which is really good there. Look at him in basketball, of course. He's not as high of a recruit there. It is what it is. He went to the same school as Ayo Dosunmu, who is one of my favorite players on the Chicago Bulls. A little bit undersized on the basketball side of things. We'll see how he ends up, performing. But the fact that Illinois is getting these level of recruits and that they want to come here, I think does show the shift in where Illinois sports is going. And of course, the athletic director, that's going to be music to his ears. So we'll see how things continue to develop. It's going to be an exciting season for both sports. I can't wait to cover it here at Fighting Illini Central. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, like quick episodes. It's off season. We're going to get there. Make sure you guys are following me at CEO Hayes. Love you guys, man. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.